Hello everyone, welcome to our new video. In this video, we'll show you how you can set up GA4 e-commerce tracking on your Shopify store. Okay, so this would be a complete process and I will show you how you can set up e-commerce events like view item, add to cart, view cart, checkout, add payment info, add shipping info, purchase and so on. Okay, so without any further delay, let's get started. So you can see over here, I'm in the doc file of enabling Shopify data layer. Okay, so in this file, you will get to know how to enable data layer on your Shopify store, and this is the updated method using customer event. Okay, so if you don't know how to enable it, I have a complete video on it. You can now see the video and enable data layer for your Shopify store. And if you need the access of this doc file, then please message me on WhatsApp. I'll provide my WhatsApp number in the description. You can contact me from there. Okay, perfect. So I'll be enabling data layer and e-commerce tracking for this demo store. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to have an e-commerce store on Shopify. If you are using if you want to test actually, then you can create a demo Shopify store. And if you want to do it on your live store, then you can also do that. Okay, perfect. So for creating GA4 e-commerce tracking, I need a Google Tag Manager account, which I already created, and I need a Google Analytics core property, which I already created. Okay, perfect. So first of all, we need to check whether data layer has been installed on this website or not. So I have already installed data layer and I need to show you whether it is working or not. So there are some advantages and disadvantages for using this data layer. So main advantage is it is theme independent. That means if you change your theme, then it will be still working. You don't need to worry about it, you know. But the main disadvantage is it is in beta mode, you know, it is sandbox. So we cannot preview and test everything from the tag manager preview section. Okay, so if I try to show you, if I click on preview, I already enable tag manager code and data layer for this site, but you can see if I try to show you, then you'll be able to see it will not be working in the tag manager preview mode. Just wait a little bit. So it is showing connected, but you can see over here Google tag, this one not found. Okay, so this is the problem with this data layer, but it will be working fine for your e-commerce tracking. You will not be able to preview from the tag manager, but there are some options I'll show you by which you can know that the GA4 e-commerce tracking or data layer is working fine. Okay, so if I go to this site and if I reload it and take the help of an extension called Tag Assistant Legacy, then you can see Tag Manager ID is found over here. So if I try to match the code, Google Tag Manager GTM TMC Q2926 TTM CQ2926, both codes are matching. That means Tag Manager has been installed on this website properly. So let's see whether data layer is working or not actually. So I have selected this product. So for example, I'm gonna click on Add to Cart. Okay, and I'll go to the Tag Assistant Legacy and I'm gonna select it and I'll go to the data layer. So you can see over here view item, event name, view item, then e-commerce currency value items, then events, Shopify page view. Okay, so that means it is working properly. And there is another way to show you. Okay, So if I click on right button and if I go to the inspect section and if I go to the console and delete everything from the console section, okay, and if I choose this one web pixel sandbox, okay, and if I write data layer, so let's choose this one again and I'm gonna write data layer. Let's try this one. Okay, data layer is not coming. Okay, no worries, we'll see it momentarily. I'm gonna choose this one and write data layer. Just wait a little bit, it will be coming, don't worry. Yeah, data layer. So I'm gonna choose this option and hit enter and I'm gonna click on this arrow. So you can see over here event view item. Okay, then event add to cart. We have added this product to the cart. So event add to cart. Then you can see the currency BDT value 500 because our product value was 500 and we have items array as well. Okay, so by this way we can check the data layer is working for this site. Okay, perfect. So let's set up GA4 e-commerce tracking. So for setting up GA4 e-commerce tracking, first of all, we need to create all the necessary variables. Then we'll be created all the necessary triggers. And at the end, we'll be creating all the necessary tags. Okay. So let's start with the variables. So the first variable I'm going to be creating will be for GA4 measurement ID. Okay. So I will create a data layer variable called GA4 measurement ID. Then I'm going to be choosing variable configuration as constant variable. And if I go to admin, then we have an option in the property settings, data collection and modifications. And underneath this one, I have an option called data stream. Okay. So I'm going to be choosing data stream from here and I'll choose this data stream. And this is our measurement ID. So I'm going to copy it from here and go to the tag manager and paste it in the value section and I will click on save. So GA4 measurement ID variable has been created. So let's create all the necessary variables. So you can see over here for creating the data layer variable, I have come to the GA4 e-commerce tracking official documentation. Okay, GA4 official documentation. So first of all, we need to see that whether this schema match with this website schemas or not. So for seeing it, I'll quickly purchase a product. Just wait a little bit. So I'll give the card number as one, expiration to 25 more. Then as the security code 121 and I'll click on pay. Okay, perfect. So thank you. Your product, your order has been purchased. Okay, your order is confirmed. Okay, so total value 1150 BDT. Okay, so let's see the GA4 schema for this website. Okay, or data layer schema for this website. So I'll go to the console and I'll delete it from here. Okay, and I'll be choosing this one and I'll write data layer. I'll hit enter. I'll click on this arrow and you can see there will be an event called purchase. Okay, so if I click on it and if I click on e-commerce, then you can see e-commerce coupon, currency, items, shipping, tax, transaction ID. So if I go to the official documentation, then said e-commerce, value, tax, shipping, currency, coupon. then items. If I go to there again, then you can see over here inside e-commerce, we have coupon, currency, items, shipping, tax, transaction ID. So the schema is same. So if I use this, you can either use inspect section, or if you want, you can use this one, because I have already matched these two schemas and they're both matching. So you can either use this one or you can use this one as well. Okay. So I'll be creating all the necessary variables for the purchase event. And if you create all the variables for the purchase event, all the events will be covered. Okay. So let's create it. So let's go to the tag manager, and variable name should be, what should we name it? E-commerce item. Okay. So I'm gonna copy it. E-commerce dot items. Okay. So I'm gonna copy the variable name from here, e-commerce items, and I'll be choosing variable configuration as data layer variable, and you can use it because if you see over here, e-commerce is an object. So inside e-commerce we have items, so we can use this one. So commerce dot items as the data layer variable name. So I'm gonna hit save. Then the next variable I'll be creating is for e-commerce transaction ID. So I'm gonna copy e-commerce transaction ID. So you can name it as per your requirements. Okay. Then I'll be choosing data layer variables, but the data layer variable name, this section has to be exactly according to your website schema. So my website schema and GA4 official documentation schemas are matching. That's why I am using this one. So make sure yours are also matching. Okay. E-commerce transaction ID. Then I'll be creating another variable for e-commerce value. Okay. So I'll be choosing data layer variable, and I'll be using e-commerce.value as data layer variable name, and I'll click on save. Then I'll be creating another data layer variable for e-commerce tax. I'll name it as e-commerce tax, and I'll be choosing data layer variable e-commerce tax. Okay. I'll click on save. Then the next one would be for e-commerce shipping. I'll click on new and give the variable name as commerce shipping, and I'm going to be choosing data layer variable, and I'll copy e-commerce dot shipping and paste it over here and hit save. Then the next one would be for e-commerce currency. So I'm going to copy e-commerce currency and click on new and paste it as variable, and I'm going to be choosing data layer variable, and I'll name it as e-commerce dot currency. I'll click on save. Then the last one would be for commerce coupon. So I'll click on new and give the variable name as e-commerce coupon, and I will be using data layer variable as e-commerce dot coupon. Okay, perfect. I'll click on save. So we have created all the necessary variables for e-commerce tracking. So I'll go to the trigger section. So the first trigger I'll be creating will be for Shopify page view. So if I try to show you, if I go to continue shipping, And if I select one of my products and go to the tag assistant and go to the tag assistant again and select data layer, then you can see not here actually. If I go to the home page and go to the tag assistant and choose data layer, then you can see over here our page view name is Shopify page view. So this is basically for Shopify page view. So this is basically for this schema, this data layer schema, updated one. So you can use Shopify page view as the page view event name. Okay. So I'll go to the trigger and name it as Shopify page view. Okay, and I'll click on trigger configuration and I'm going to be choosing Shopify custom event, and you can name it like this: Shopify underscore page underscore view, or you can copy it from here as well. Okay, Shopify underscore page underscore view. You can either copy it from here, or if you can remember it, you can write it like this. So I'll click on save. So this is Shopify page view event. Okay. Then I'll be creating a trigger. So all the triggers will be similar like this official documentation. Okay. Perfect. So let's go to the view item section. So this is the view item. So I'll be creating a trigger for view item. I can name it like this, view item. If you want, you can name as per your requirements, and I'll be choosing custom event, and event name would be view underscore item. Then I'll be creating a trigger for add to cart. Okay, and I'll be choosing custom event, and I'll be using add to cart, add underscore to carts. Okay, perfect. Then I'll be choosing or creating an event for view cart, and I'll be choosing trigger configuration as custom event, and I'll be naming this one as view underscore cart. You can use the official documentation. So I have memorized it because I have tons of experience of working this. That's why, if you are not sure, you can use the official documentation, Then begin checkout. I'll be choosing custom event, begin checkout. So let's see for begin checkout. Is this the right one? Yes, this is the right one. Begin checkout. Then add shipping info. I'll be creating a trigger for add shipping info. I'll be choosing custom event as add shipping info. Then the next one would be add payment info, most probably. Yes, add payment info. I'll create a trigger for add payment info, and I'll choose custom event and event name as add payment info. And the last event I'm going to be creating will be for the purchase event. Okay. So I'll copy purchase from here and I'll name it as purchase and choosing custom event hash purchase. So I'll click on save. So we have created all the necessary triggers. Okay, then we'll go to the tag section. So the first tag we need to create will be for Google tag. Okay, so I'll be creating a tag for Google tag, then GA4. Okay, so I have, maybe I was right. Sorry, Google tag GA4. So tag configuration would be Google Analytics. Then I'll be choosing Google tag from here. And as the tag ID, I'll be providing measurement ID. Perfect. This one. And as the triggering, I'll be using Shopify page view trigger. Okay, this one. So I'll click on save. Then the next tag I'll be creating for GA4 event name view item. Okay, so I'll click on tag configuration. I'll be choosing Google Analytics and I'll be choosing Google Analytics GA4 event. And as the measurement ID, we had created a variable for GA4 measurement ID. We're going to be using this one. So you can see over here, Google tag found in this container. Okay. Then I'll go to the event parameters section and I'll add some parameters. So I'll go to the view item section. Okay, so you can see over here, these are the data layer variables, and you can see these are the event parameters. So I'll be using these event parameters. So first one is items. So I'll provide items over here. Then I'll copy value. Then the next one would be for currency. Okay. So we had created all the variables related to this one. So for items, we have e-commerce items. Okay. So for value, we have e-commerce value, commerce value. Okay. So for currency, we have e-commerce currency. This one. So we have created all the event parameters for view item. Okay. We don't need to choose any user property, more settings. So triggering would be a view item. So I had created a trigger for view item. Okay, so this one. So I'm gonna hit save. Oh, I have to name the event. So the event name would be exactly like this, view item. Okay, perfect. I'll click on save. So let's see whether these two are working or not. So I'm gonna hit submit and publish. Okay, just wait a little bit. Click on continue. And I know preview mode will not be showing, but we'll do some activities. Okay. I'm gonna provide my website URL and let's do some activities. I'll click on this product. I'll view this product. Okay. So let's go to the analytics and let's see what happens. Let's go to the report section. Let's go to the real-time reports. can see over here active user in last 30 minutes, 1. Okay. And it is not still showing. Yeah, it is showing. You can see over here first visit, page view, scroll, session start, and view item. So if I click on view item, then you can see the parameters, currency. So the currency should be BDT. You can see over here. Then you can see over here value should be 500. Yeah, exactly. So if I go to the product and you can see the product value is 500. Okay. So that means it is working properly, you know. So if you if you cannot test it in the tag manager preview mode, but you can see it in the real time, and uh, within 24 to 48 hours, you'll see this data in the monetization section. Okay, purchase value, purchase currency, and everything. But we haven't done any purchase event or those event, but we'll do it. Okay, so it is working fine. So let's configure all the other events. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this tag and I'll create another tag. So for copying it, I'll click on this three dot and click on copy, and I'll name it GA4 event name add to cart. Okay, so I'll name it add to cart, and I need to change the event name. So I'll go to the official documentation, and you can see over here the event name is add to cart for this event. Okay, so I'll change it, and you can see over here e-commerce parameter, item value, and currency. But if we go to the official documentation, then the GA4 schema for add to cart and view item are same. Item value currency. Okay, item value currency. So we don't need to change anything other than the triggering. Okay, so we'll be changing the trigger as add to cart. Okay, perfect, and click on save. Then we'll be creating another tag for view cart. Okay, GA4 event name view cart. Okay, so we'll go to the official documentation and we'll try to see the view cart event name. So this is the view cart event name. So I'm gonna change the event name from add to cart to view cart. And if I go to the documentation, you can see the event parameters names are same for add to cart and view cart, items, value, and currency. So items, value, and currency. So I'll keep them same other than the triggering. So triggering would be view cart, and I'll hit save. Okay. Then I'll be creating another event for checkout. GA4 event name, you can name it as begin checkout or checkout as per your requirements. So I'll name it as checkout, and I'll go to the checkout event. So this is the remove from cart. This is the initiate checkout. So this is begin checkout. So I'm gonna copy it from here and change the event name as begin checkout, and let's go to the parameter section, items, value, currency. We need one additional parameter, which is coupon. Okay, so I'll add a parameter called coupon, and we have already created a data layer variables for e-commerce coupon. Okay, so I'll change the trigger from add to cart to begin checkout. Okay, I'll hit save. Then I'm gonna copy the checkout trigger, and I'll make another trigger, sorry, another tag for add shipping info, most probably add shipping or payment. First one, let's see. add shipping info. Okay. So I'll create a tag for add shipping info. Okay. Then I'll go to the event parameter. Most probably we need to change some parameters from here: items, value, currency, coupon, and one additional thing is shipping tire. Okay. So I'll create another parameter called shipping tire. Okay. We need to create a variable for this. Okay. I'll name it as shipping tire and I'll be choosing data layer variable. Okay. And I can copy it from here, e-commerce shipping tire. Okay. Perfect. And I'll save it. So we can see over here, we're using this event parameters for add shipping info tag. Okay. So I'll be choosing add shipping info. I'll hit save. Then I'll copy add shipping info tag and I'll rename the tag as add payment info. Okay. And I'll go to the doc and I'll copy the event name and paste it over here. Instead of add shipping info, I'll be using add payment info. Then items, value, currency, coupon, and payment type would be another additional parameters. Okay. So instead of shipping tire, I'll be using payment tire. So I need to create another data layer variable for this. Okay. So I can name it as payment type and I'll be choosing data layer variable and I'll be using this on ecommerce.payment_type. Okay. Perfect. I'll click on save. And instead of using add shipping info, I'll be using add payment info and I'll click on save. And the last tag I'll be creating will be for the purchase event. So I'll be copying GA4 add shipping info tag and I'll name it as GA4 purchase. Okay, so let's go to the purchase event. This one is purchase. So I'm gonna copy the event name from here and paste it over here. And we need to add all the necessary parameters for payment items transaction ID. So items, value, currency, coupon. Most probably this one is not necessary. And we need to add transaction ID. So I'm going to copy transaction ID. Then we need to use tax. Okay, so for now we have used 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go to here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shipping, we need to use shipping. So shipping would be the last one. So as the transaction ID, we have already created a data layer variable for transaction ID. Then for text, tax, we had created e-commerce tax, and for shipping, we had created e-commerce shipping. Yeah, this one. And instead of add shipping info triggering, I'll be using purchase trigger. Okay, I'll click on save. So we have created all the necessary e-commerce events for our Shopify store. Okay, so let's make a purchase and see in the real-time section. So I'll click on preview and I'll do some activities. So I'm gonna click on this and paste my website URL. Okay, so I'm on my website, so I'll be choosing this product. I'll add this product to the cart. I'll click on view cart. Okay, and I'll click on checkout. We can see over here total value is 1725. So card number as 1, expiry date 226, security code 121, and I'll click on pay now. Thank you, Hridoy. Your order is confirmed. Okay, this is the order details. Okay, so let's go to the analytics and hit reports. Let's go to the real time. Okay, so view item, add shipping info, add payment info, add to cart, begin checkout, purchase. So all the events are working. So if I click on purchase event, then you can see over here currency is in BDT. Then if I go to shipping, then no shipping. Okay, let's go to the tax section. Let's see whether we have some tax or not. 225 tax. So if I go to the thank you page, then you can see over here 225 is our tax. Then total order values 725. So let's select the value from here. Value is 1500 total, and including tax 725. So total value is 1500 and including tax 725. Okay, that means it is working fine. It is working properly. Okay, so this is how you can set up GA4 e-commerce tracking for your Shopify store. Okay, using customer event data layer. Okay, so hopefully you have a clear understanding on how we can do that. Okay, so additionally, if you need to set up GA4 e-commerce tracking for your Shopify store, then you can contact with me. I have provided my WhatsApp number, email. You can contact me through WhatsApp, email, whatever you want. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this video. Hopefully you have a good day. Bye bye.